Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Technically still morning, it's late morning, but we're getting going now. We got a bunch of stuff to get done as usual. First, I need y'all to give the video a thumbs up, please. We appreciate that. If you have not subscribed, I recommend you do that as well. But let's get after it. Okay, so for I guess maybe the second or third video in a row, we're gonna be doing a little bit of fencing. We got wire, most of our tools that we need. Undoubtedly, I will have forgotten something, but still fighting cross fencing problems. I know it was in the last video when we ran those cows as those thunderstorms were rolling in back into the pasture they're supposed to be in. I don't think it was 2 hours later they were back out where they weren't supposed to be. So really frustrating me. I know the fences aren't in great shape, but they're looking for ways to get out. We're gonna try to remedy that right now. And you can see much of the cows are lounging right here or near where they had been getting out, which is right over there, that cross fence. We'll get a closer look, but yeah, there's a couple of them that'll just try to jump, and short of having a fence, 5-6 feet tall, they're gonna clear it. Or I say clear it, a lot of times they try to jump it, they catch the top wire too, well then they break the top wire or pull a staple out of a tree or whatever. And then it's real easy for whoever else to come across. And I don't see the 2 or 3 that I know are problems. So they're probably already over there. But anyway, we're gonna get that spot patched up. I know that's one of the problem places. And then hit some of these other spots too. And at some point, we'll try to get those bad actors of the bunch back in here with these cows. And as you can see, yeah, that wire not doing much of anything there. But that one neither, so we're gonna get those 2 back where they should be and probably put a 5th wire up there. Again, normally, I say it all the time, 4 wires on the cross fence, 5 on the perimeter. It says cross, but being that it is in a spot where they have clearly targeted, we'll go ahead and put a 5th top wire there, where they will not be able to go over. They may run through it, but she won't be able to go over it anymore. All right, so right here where they basically just had those 2 wires, now we've got a full 5 wires. I mean, that comes up nearly to my armpits. I'm 6'2", so she ain't gonna jump at none of them and clear it unless she has an Olympic style effort inside. Well, she might, but we'll see. Got a couple more spots. Then the divider between these 2 pastures should be set. We'll get them over here. Then ultimately, I want to move them all the way up to the other end of the bottom. There's at least 1 or 2 spots on the cross fence up there to fix, but what we may do now, we feel pretty secure here, see if we can find the 10 or 15 that are over here, or that I suspect are over here, and at least get them moved back to join the rest of the herd. And battery is graveyard dead on this thing. So I'm starting to wonder if we have a bad connection or something somewhere, because it fired right up a minute ago. I did have to boost it off last night. I blamed it on the kids leaving the key on. Yeah, we got a bad connection or something over here. Let me see if I can make her fire it off, because otherwise I don't have a terribly long walk, but it's a bit of a walk. And then I could probably drive the Jeep down here, but not a great spot to be driving to. Hey, look at there. Yeah, this ground wire's not getting a good connection. So that's a bit frustrating, but we're going. Yeah, hopefully we can keep this thing running until we get this done. Yeah, in typical fashion, I've got more to do today than I'm going to have time to get to. So the last thing I want is hiccups like that set us back even further. But we got a bull there, number 8, giving us a good example of the old flaming response. Checking out these ladies. I do see all 4 bulls are in here. Last night, I'm pretty sure one of the bulls is over in this other pasture with those cows. All right, Archie, you gonna load up? Come on. Come on, Archie. Come around on this side of the door. Come here, buddy. Archie, come here. Come on, come on, come on in here. Come on. He's learning to like jump in and out of the side by side in the truck. I mean, he clearly can. He's capable of it. I don't think he realizes he's capable of it. We're just gonna run one more wire across here. Wires are all intact, but as I said down there, that the fence came up to probably that high on me. Well, here the fence, I mean, it's like mid-thigh on me. So just to give you a reference of how much shorter it is, it's primarily because right down here in this drain, it's silted in, it's built up. I mean, those posts, they're that tall, they should be that tall. But other thing too, while we're here, we're gonna get this drain fixed. Water comes down through here. We don't have a big enough culvert in here. It overwhelms, it washes that way, it goes under the gate, it creates an awful scenario. So I went ahead and ordered a little bigger, larger diameter culvert we'll put in there. I think I actually have a spot to put this culvert. Video where we kind of jumped the creek in the, or jumped that ditch in the Jeep. I have the Jeep on a little thumbnail. I'm gonna put that pipe exactly in that ditch so we don't have to do that regularly. But anyway, let's get that wire stretched. Fire ants. That would definitely ruin your day. And that's not perfect. Probably ought to, we've got all these posts that are so much shorter, to drive another post just right here on this side of this ditch, pull that down. But I didn't bring any post. So anyway, there's our culprits. There's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, at least 9 up there. It's about how many I thought it was. We'll see if we can get them to follow us. Yeah, and the grass is coming on. I can see why they, you know, kind of want to be out here. I don't know that it's any more grass than where they have been. It's just different grass. Yeah, human nature, animal nature, neither one are that different. We all want what we can't have or what we aren't supposed to have. Gets them in trouble just like it gets us in trouble. There were actually some these over here that I couldn't see from back there behind us. So it looks like 16 total head and one dog. Which, speaking of dog, Archie got out somewhere and I don't know where he is. So let's go back and see if we can find him. We were just fencing right there, so he was with us up to that point, but come on, woo, woo. So they are cooperating, even though their in cooperation is what got us in this predicament. But they're not crazy, they're not wild, they just got a mind of their own. But we'll get them, follow some up here through the gate, see if these fences will hold. There's Archie. All right, here's our challenge. They're coming running, but also they're coming running because they all hear me calling. So I'm gonna shut this gate. Well, I can keep these back until I get those up through there. But of course I've got a mud hole. Try not to step in. Oh, don't have my knee boots on. If we can get all these to come up here. I'll just stand here and hold the gate for a second. Come on, babies. Come on. Woo. All right, y'all going in there. No, that's not the way. With the exception of maybe the one biggest problem cow, the black one, solid black Brangus cow, I think we got everybody in here. And so we'll just open this other gate and then they'll be with all these. We shut those gates. So I don't know where she went. She may have even found another spot and jumped back in. I don't know. Just further highlighting the problem she's becoming. And the bigger problem is it used to just be her. Now she's got her her group of kind of groupies that want to hang out with her now and misbehave. So our gal Lucy there is obviously in heat because she's got the 2 Brangus bulls and then 2 bull calves and probably even the other 2 bulls as well, all after her today. But yeah, everybody looking for love. But yeah, we'll write that one down. But I'm just gonna ride up here and just see if maybe that other cow's up there in that corner. Heck, she might go ahead and try to jump it and break those wires again. Who knows? And that is now our next project. So our electric fence, that tape, that we wound it back all the way up there for the winter. And obviously we did not do it very well, or when I went to unwinding it just a few days ago, I was a little impatient and it is a mess. We want to run it all the way down the driveway, down around behind the hay barn. Then we can let them in here to graze. It is long overdue for a graze. But we'd held them out of here mainly because, of course, they're arena project. Which you can see they've got their jump set up out there now. Even though they weren't really working over here, so they got some equipment and stuff. Didn't want it to be in their way, didn't want the cows to be up in their way. So now, we'll see if we can get that mess untangled and get this fence electrified and let those cows in here. So finally, we got her all untangled. I did cut it in one spot just to speed up the process. It's been tied back together in other places before. So we can get it tied together, stretch down there. We'll probably get the mower out and mow our path where it's gonna go, just so we're not dealing with you know, tall grass, shortening out and not getting a good you know, good juice throughout the length of it. And then we're gonna let them cows in here. So it's essentially up, all the way up out to the gate at the end of the driveway. Now what we're gonna do, as you can see, yeah, got lots of, especially where this fescue's gotten real tall, we're gonna run the mower along underneath it before we put all the little smaller posts up, and then we'll be ready to plug it up and see if it's working. There was one more little spot on this cross fence that needed fixing and kind of patched it together. Now we're gonna see if they'll follow us up the hill. We got good juice along the fence. We'll see if we can get them all up here. We'll at least shut this gate, they'll be shut out here. We'll still allow them to come back down the hill there because they'll have, you know, their consistent water in the creek. We'll see if they want to follow us up there. Oh yeah, they're slowly making their way up the hill. But it's not a huge area that we're moving them into here. Something on the camera there. But of course the grass is gonna be, you'll lose the calves like this one here. Won't be able to see him up there in some of that grass, but it'll be a little extra graze and let them eat it down. I'd been kind of talking to my dad about getting some hay cut. I thought about, well, we could even mow that, you know, get a little cut in the hay off of it, but oh man, it's no more area than it is. It wouldn't be just maybe 2, 3, 4 rows. So we'll just let them in here, let them harvest it for us. But two, we'll get to see the comedy of these calves have no idea what that electrified tape is. Get to see them test it. Which, for anybody worried about it being inhumane, I don't have a tester. The only way I know it works is I touched it, so it's not that hot. Just hot enough to give them a little bit of a tingle, and they realize, oh, don't want to do that again. Might get one to try it right here. Oh, got her. Which that's one of the heifers, so I guess she's probably never been behind that either. But these little guys definitely hadn't. Oh, eating some of that Bermuda right in there. Oh, one calf walked under it before. Oh, got him. That's the thing, it's just pulsing. You can hear it clicking. And so if these calves just go under it without realizing what's going on, they can get by it before it even zaps them. So they definitely have to learn to respect it, because it's not a, like, if they wanted to go through it, they can. So the one saving grace for us is we do have the gate at the end of the driveway. I don't want them getting over into our yard and everything else, but at least they're not out if they do that. I need to start filming them. We've missed like 3 or 4 of those new calves. They give a nice little beller and jump when it hits them. So I shouldn't find joy or humor in that, I guess. But yeah, it's not joy. It is humorous though. Yeah, like I said, you're losing some of these calves, and that fescue is so tall. Woolly Bear went in the old horse riding pen, which I don't know. I guess that horse riding pen's probably gonna be retired. I can probably use those panels for something else, because I said we got that one. Which that reminds me, I do need to check with a friend of mine that's going to do the fence around it for us. See what timeline they think we're looking at on getting that done. But yeah, we got them in here. We'll watch them close. Like tonight, we'll definitely shut the gate up there just in case somebody decides to try to, or not try, but just decides to walk under that tape. But yeah, most of the calves look like it tested it out, figured out they don't want to touch it, and hopefully they'll respect it from now on. We got supper on the backyard on the grill, and now we can walk out on the front porch and look and see these animals grazing. So pretty neat. They can pretty much graze almost 360 degrees around the house, because of course in the driveway, and then here's a pasture where we keep them all winter, and that one pretty much wraps all the way around the house to that side. So you know, sometimes we can sit on the back porch and look at them, sometimes not that often, but we can sit out here on the front porch. They'll have that eaten down. Oh, it won't take them too long. Say a lot of it's over mature, needs to be just clipped, which it's one thing we gotta get on these next, you know, week or two. Getting a mower on the tractor to clip some pastures. Probably even more pressing is getting disc mower on the tractor, helping my dad, them get started cutting hay. Of course, we've got some hay now with the neighbor's property that we're leasing, because we're renting not just pasture from them, but also the hay fields. And so we'll get out there and get some hay baled, hopefully sooner rather than later. But I think I'd kind of hoped to maybe cut some hay yesterday or today. It didn't happen. Now there's rain in the forecast for like the weekend, so we'll have to wait until weather kind of straightens back out again. But definitely on this fescue, you need to be getting it cut. But it's been a good productive day. Kids are over there playing on the playground. Got supper on the grill. Got all these girls and a few boys hanging out, just eating grass, turning grass into beef. That's what we like to do. That's kind of our niche. But anyway, enjoyed it. May just about wrap it up for this video. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff coming up. Getting in the hayfield, getting on the tractor, clipping pasture. Got to get the arena completely finished. The arena, the ground work itself is done. We just got to get the fence. We're gonna do the same kind of 4-rail wood fence around the rest of it. Oh, Willis just wiped out. Okay, I gotta go check on the kids, so I'm getting long-winded as usual. Fell off the swing, probably just knocked the breath out of him. But y'all remember, eat beef and God bless.